Hi guys, so this is my first video I'm going to try and do, and hopefully it's not too sucky. So I thought for my first video maybe I would do an eye look and just show you how I'm learning, because I'm still a beginner to makeup, so I'm still very much learning, and how I would create a sort of neutral eye look. So usually when I do my eyes, I always start with my face. So I've got a foundation on, I've got some concealer on, I've then set it with some translucent powder. I'm going to rehearsal later, so I haven't done hectic contouring, or actually haven't done any. So I literally just set the concealer under my eyes. You'll notice my nose has no makeup on. Post rhinoplasty, I'm 5 weeks post rhinoplasty on Saturday, so I still cannot have a lot of pressure on my nose. So even putting makeup on my nose causes a lot of pressure, and also removing it. So at about 6 weeks I can gently have some pressure on, but again very, very gentle and not a lot. I've just put some powder on to take away some of the shine, because my skin has taken a massive beating after the surgery. And then, yeah, so usually when I have the bake setting, I then do my eyes. So the first thing I do is I do my eyebrows, and my eyebrows have been microbladed. I microbladed them last year, and it was incredibly painful, but it was really worth it. I had very sparse eyebrows. It was like in the 2000s, when I was about 14 or 15, that I waxed the life out of them, and they were like thin, permanently surprised. And while that was pretty cool in 2000, it's not so great in 2019. So I've got a touch-up coming up in Feb, so I'll maybe document that as well, so you can see what's involved and how it works and who I go to in Pretoria. So the palette I'm going to use today is the Urban Decay. It's the Naked Reloaded. It is replacing the original Naked palette, I think. So it's my first Naked palette. I'm only just getting into makeup. You can see that I really like it because I've used it, and it's a bit of a mess. This one I ordered from Foschini online, but you can get it from Urban Decay stores at Menlyn. I think Gateway has it, an Urban Decay shop, and I think Canal Walk also has, but you can also order online. So I'm going to try and do a very sort of basic neutral afternoony, eveningy rehearsal, nothing hectic look. So I start with this brush. It's a fluffy brush that I like to use in my crease and also all over the eyelid, and I've started with the shade called Bribe. It's this one here, and I just put a little bit on because it's super pigmented, and I just go all over the eyelid and a little bit into the crease as well, and it's super, super pigmented. So if you are using Urban Decay, rather start off with a little bit on your brush, and you can build up rather than too much, because then it's like and then you've got to clean it up. So for cleaning my brushes, I use this Catrice, can you see it? It's a Catrice quick and easy brush cleanser. It's actually quite silly, but it's a little sponge like this, and it fits into the tin, and you just rub your brush there, and you get off all the pigment, so you've now got a clean brush. But this isn't a replacement for washing your brushes, and you should wash your brushes and the sponge once a week. I don't, because I don't do makeup every day, but especially if you do makeup every day, you should wash them once a week. So I've used the shade Bribe in there. Then I think I'm going to go into my crease. I think I'm going to use a transition color. I'm going to use the one called Blur. So these pans are slightly bigger because the transition shades are, you use them more, and you use them for sort of all your looks. So their pans are slightly bigger, which I really like. So I'm going to go in with Blur, again, not too much. And I'm going to go into the crease of my eye. And when I go into the crease of the eye, the important thing is to really just blend like a lot. You don't want to see any harsh lines. So the best way to do it is to do a sort of windscreen wiper back and forth movement with the brush. Let's just clean this one again because I might want to use it for some blending. Then I'm going to take another fluffy brush, if I can find one. I also don't use very fancy brushes, so not all my brushes have names, but maybe one day when I'm a bit better at this, they might. I think I will use this one. So this was in a Clicks gift set. So it's a no-name brand, but it's quite nice. It's fluffy, but not super fluffy and round. It's kind of squishy, so you can go into the crease a bit. And then I think I'm going to deepen the crease a little bit, and I'm going to use the color, I think it's called Boundaries, and I'm going to just go into my crease. Okay, so again with the windscreen wiper movements, and you can go a little bit up, not right up to the brow bone, not even in the middle of the brow bone, but a little bit higher. Do you like my singing? I do. Okie dokie. So we'll blend that out a little bit more as we carry on. So that's that brush. Then this is one of my favorite brushes ever. It's an can you see that? An Elizabeth Arden, and it's a sort of angled eyeshadow brush, and this was a free gift in their holiday set this year. So if you have a chance to get around and see the holiday set or pick up the holiday set, it's really good value for money. It comes with a set of brushes, but it also comes with ceramide capsules, which I mean are just life-changing, and for the price alone of that, for what you get in it, the box is totally worth it. You get a cute bag, you get some lipsticks. I'll show you in maybe another post what all is in that set. It's like incredible, but this is really nice. I like to use this for my outer corner, my outer V, and also to go a little bit into the crease. I take that the color that I use in the outer V, and I go into the crease a little bit, so it's really nice for that. And I'll be really sad when this brush is no more, because I don't think you can buy them as standalone. So I'm not going to go too dark today either, because I'm going out for a very chilled, well, as chilled as a Christmas rehearsal can be. I think I'm going to use this color called Bucked. It's a nice soft brown, and it's quite neutral. So I'm going to take that like that, and I'm going to just pat it onto the inner corner, and then I'm going to go back into the crease also with windscreen movements. And again, and with this one, you don't go high up, so you stay in the crease so that it doesn't bleed too much into the what was that other color we used, that blur color, or was it Boundaries? So it doesn't blur too much into Boundaries. And then we do the same for the other eye. Maybe can add a little bit more. It's a very very neutral palette, and this is a very, very neutral look, especially with my skin tone. But it has got nice shades, darker shades, and pops of pink in here that you can use to add a pop of color or make it more dramatic. So I'm going to take this trusty brush that I used, and then I'm just going to blend in that crease. Okay, so I like to use a shimmer on my eyelids. I think it looks quite pretty. So I'm going to go for the shade Reputation. You can see I love it. It's got like my grubby little fingers all over it. You can use a brush with setting spray that's moistened with setting spray, and I'll show you how to do that some other time. But for now, I like to use my finger, so make sure your fingers are clean. And I just put some on my finger, and then I put some in the inner bit of my eye, but I don't go all the way into the corner. And then I do that again. So I didn't quite get that right. There we go. All right. And then for the inside corner, I'm going to use the shade called Angel Fire. And you can see I like that one quite a lot as well. And then I take that right into the inside. And I just smudge it a bit with my fingers. Can add a little bit more this side. Okay, just clean my hands. Then I use this really cute, bye Matthew. Matthew's going, guys. He's going to look after some animals. Bye, Matthew. Bye. I take this little pencil brush. It was also, you can see it matches my other one. And I think this was also in a gift set from Dis-Chem. And then I go back into the shade Angel Fire. And then I just do my inner corner highlight. So I find this really hard because I don't always get it like super neat. But anyway, one does one's best. Okay. And then I just take a little bit more of Angel Fire and I go onto the brow bone. Then I take one of these liner brushes, also from the same set that I got from Dis-Chem. And then I will take the shade Bucked, that's in my outer V, sorry. And then I will just smudge that along the lower lash line on the side, and I'll go sort of halfway, but not quite. And I think we could do a bit more there. Then I think I'm going to take the shade we used in the crease called Boundaries. I'm going to just go towards the inner corner. And then I think I will use that highlight shade, which is Angel Fire, and then just go in the inner bit of the waterline. But you don't want to like put this brush in your waterline. You don't want powder like actually in your eyeball, so try not do that. Okay, so that's that. Now the hardest part for me is eyeliner, because I really suck at eyeliner. I think for today I am going to use this one. It's not liquid, although I have got some liquid ones. It is a MAC eyeliner. It is in the shade Squid, so it's very dark, and if I make a mistake, I'm in big trouble. So I'm not sure if this is the right way of doing these eyeliners, so if someone has a better way, please tell me, because I would love to know. But I kind of like pull my eye because I can't think of a better way to do it, and then I just sort of smudge along the lash line. Eesh. I don't know how to do wings yet, so if anyone can help me with that, that would be great. And then try and do it on the other line. Okay, it doesn't look so bad, which is impressive considering I'm really bad at eyeliner. I don't normally line the bottom lash line or the bottom waterline unless I'm going out, and today I just think it's unnecessary. Then I finish it off with some mascara. So I think the mascara I'm going to use today, this was also a package I got. It's the Clarins, what is this? Supra Volume Mascara. So let's see how this works. Again, mascara freaks me out. Same as eyeliner. I think it's anything really like touching my eye. I don't do so well with. Ugh, yikes. Okay, so that is some mascara. I suppose I could put on a bit more, right? Yeah, I probably could. I also don't really put on my bottom lashes because I'm really bad at it for now. I suppose what's left for me to do, I still got to do the rest of my face, but I can dust off the bake or the setting powder because I didn't really bake today. This is my favorite part, where the powder comes off. Okay, so I am going to do the rest of my face, but this is like a super neutral, super easy eye look, and it's not complicated at all. And if someone like me can do it, I think anyone can. So let me know, and if you have any tips to help me get better, if you have any thoughts, please leave me a message, and I'm gonna finish the rest of my face. Cool, bye.